Morning, everybody. It is just gone 23 to 8.
It's a grand old
I bet it's all smiles in the Stanaway household with the confirmation that Christian Petracca will be playing for the D's next year, Clint.
He ain't leaving, Jace.
He ain't leaving.
In fact, was it ever
He
in doubt,
ain't leaving.
really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, haven't the Demons fans turned?
Christian Petracca breaking his silence in a statement, which in part read, over the past few weeks there's been a lot of speculation about my future at the Melbourne Football Club. It's occurred as part of an end-of-year review process, that's what he's calling it, in which he voiced his concerns, wanting better for the club. Anyway, it ends in saying, I make no apologies for wanting a better club. I love my footy. It's my number one priority. As for my future, I remain committed to playing for the red and blue.
Want to pick you up there. Not saying to the end of the contract, though. At this point, committed to the red and blue.
And in all seriousness, that is the thing that sticks out for me. He is committed to the club for now.
Exactly. There was no, I will see this contract out. No.
Well, then what's the point of making... That's like a half statement. Do you think he's been forced to make that?
Well, I think it's more like, hey, let's put to bed anything that
Do you know what's happened?
What?
He's been forced to make the statement because there's nowhere to go.
Yeah.
But where does that leave him with his colleagues? Like if if I wasn't committed to this show and I had to come in every morning, you guys would be like, "Oh, just leave."
Yeah, I mean, imagine if you were like, "Hey, Chase, I'm going to do the show from Fiji. I can't come in anymore." I'd be like, "Well, just leave, though. Just leave."
No, that's okay. I'm still committed. I'm just not committed to Melbourne's weather today.
I mean, he's going to have to rip the Band-Aid off and get on with work now because it is ultimately work, isn't it, for him?
Yeah.
But imagine just, fronting up first day of pre-season. I know there's been a series of small meetings, but it's going to be a bit awkward.
Clint, I asked you as a mad Demons fan, your dad has worked for the club for over 100 years. You are red and blue through and through. You did say the other week that, you felt a little burnt by it all. What's the feeling now?
I am pleased that he's going to be staying because selfishly he's one of the best players in the competition.
Is there a bit of taste in your mouth?
Oh, yeah, there is. I mean, but here's the deal. I'm not sure Melbourne should be, getting away unscathed in all of this. I mean, there's surely a portion of blame on their part as well.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I said last week.
Comments on social about that, Clint. A lot of people now are like, well, someone's got to go to make up for this. Is it Kate Roffey? Is it the coach? Is it other players? What is it that's going to make room to make Track happy?
Have we heard from him?
No. So, I mean, look, that's the only other thing. Track has gone to ground. I'll be honest. I had a bit of taste in my mouth last night because he's supposed to be committed to this show. He hasn't rocked up for the last 3 weeks. Wouldn't respond to texts yesterday. Look, I said last week, there's two sides to every story. If the club hasn't supported him through the injury, which was a horrific injury, if the club hasn't supported him through that time, then he has 100% a right to be shitty. But
yeah, I get
this isn't the way to go about it. He's acted like a child that's thrown his toys.
Oh, you sound like a child throwing your toys now, Jace. If he's dealing with all this stuff at the club, his priority is not to come in here and talk to us.
No, but it's a commitment,
I think
Lauren.
the club would be controlling him.
I know, but it's a commitment.
Him what he can and can't.
You can't pick and choose your commitments, right?
Exactly right. He had an appearance on the weekend that he cancelled. I just think there's ways to do it, and I don't think this has been done the right way. But
interesting.
Either way, he's putting on the D's jumper for next year. The question is, where will he be the year after that?
Columbia Food Day. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.